Oh!
Wow!
If you
Wow!
can
If you can have a
one-on-one
one-on-one dinner with Ismail or Kelvin Song, who would it be? 哇，你要想玩 bias 吗？
哇！哎，你们想玩这种的？
我就
要
想问
玩这种要选 have to choose. Wow, this one must be very
Very
politically
sensitive,
correct.
Hi, my name is Perry. I've been in the industry for the last 24 years.
Hi everyone, my name is Wanting. I'm probably the most junior of them all. I'm in this industry for 3 years.
Hi everyone, my name is Ceekay. I'm in this industry, this is my 10th year right now.
Okay, what is something that you have learned about real estate that you wouldn't have known if you weren't a real estate agent?
Before I was an agent, right, like I never knew how difficult it is to manage the cash flow of being an agent. The real truth is that our commission is not always predictable. So even for resale nowadays, there are things like what extended long option and whatnot. Your money takes super long to come, right? By the time it completes, maybe it's like 8-9 months later. Same for new launches. Sometimes it's I got developer. I recently just received a commission from developer, right? 3 years late.
3 years late?
Yes.
Wow.
The one thing that I wouldn't know if I didn't join real estate is how volatile and how vulnerable your emotions can get. Like, wow, the emotions is really a freaking roller coaster. Like. Like when you close, yes, it's really like wow, you hit a high. Probably even after like when you close a deal, and you feel that I got no like pending offers to close or no pending deals to close, right? Then you will feel that your emotions just like plummet to a new low.
Nobody told me 24 years ago that I need to sing, I need to dance, I need to do shooting, I need to do TikTok. I need to do whatever, anything, video, I need to do 3D. So 24 years back, how simple our marketing is like. You advertise, you got buyers, you got sellers, close. What are the worst assumptions about your job or about you?
I think they probably had some encounter whereby female agents tend to sleep for their deals. I ever had like clients saying that you didn't really value add to me. But then I was trying to probe more like hey, what kind of value add do you mean? So then he started going on about how this other agent from another agency was like offering more services. If you know lah, the meat to meat, the 肉体 to 肉体 kind of interaction.
People tend to think that like our job agents are mostly very money-minded. I do feel that agents play a part. Like the way how agents tend to be a bit more flashy. I think it's good that you show that, hey, I managed to achieve my dream car, my dream, like something that I want to own. I think that's fair, but not like constantly showing it.
Most paiseh moment in real estate. I got so many.
The only thing I paiseh is like when I drove my client, 他跟我讲一个地方 then later part I go round and round. Then they were thinking, 我们去哪里？but I thought you property agent, you travel all over the place in Singapore. Then somehow you are 24 years.
I was a fairly new agent and back then I didn't drive. Okay, so I had to go to this condo along Bedok Reservoir area. So I took a train to Bedok and then I needed to take a cab from the Bedok Mall there.
Okay.
But the queue for the cab was so long. I see the queue, I told my client, I think I'm gonna be late. They said, okay, never mind, no worries. Then so they will wait there for me. Guess what? I was late for more than 45 minutes. When I reached there, my client face black until cannot.
The thing now that I say, I think mine really quite sassy. Like when I first stepped into real estate, right? Then I realized that actually quite a lot of similar names. When I was like, having an appointment with my client. So the whole conversation, right, we'll go like, Farmway 靠近 Dairy Farm, Pasir Panjang 靠近 Bukit Panjang. Just because the name is the same. Hopefully my client also don't really know. So, but after that, I mean, after I knew, I did apologize to her. But then so now, I make it a point to download MRT map and I use it as a wallpaper for my iPhone.
Oh.
Wow.
If you
Wow,
can
wow, wow, wow.
can
If
have
you can have a
one-on-one
one-on-one dinner with Ismail or Kelvin Fong, who would it be? 哇，你要想玩 bias 吗？
哇，哎，你们想玩这种的啊？
我就想问
要玩这种要选 have to choose. Wow, this one must be very
That's a bit
politically
sensitive, eh?
correct.
I think I will meet KF, Kelvin. Yeah. No, first choice. Ismail is my second. Hey,
Put that in,
哎，
put
你
that
不是
in.
这样讲的，
Let's put that
哇
in.
喂 Ismail is my second. You set a trap on me, That's very bad, like you.
Into the trap, bro.
I think I personally feel it's Kelvin. Yeah, because I think he's very task oriented, sales oriented, and that's very relevant to me. And a lot of things that he speak right is really very practical.
I confirm choose Ismail. You know why? Because I meet Kelvin Fong one-on-one too many times. True story, true story. I meet Kelvin Fong more lah. So for me, this answer very simple. I haven't had a one-on-one with Ismail before yet. One thing I want to learn is how can I then fast track my level of understanding, right? So who best than to ask Ismail, who has grown PropNex from, like what he mentioned, from nobody to somebody. I think that is the bigger thing that I want to learn.
Okay,
Yeah, right?
so my turn. I will have dinner with Ismail. Ismail, would you like to have dinner with me? No, I think because he looks like, actually he kind of reminds me of the Simpson, the father character.
Simpson.
Oh, okay.
Why PropNex?
Oh,
Ah,
PropNex.
但是卖狗友了。
Actually was with another agency for a while. I couldn't really feel the vibe over there. I think the people there are not so like family-like, and also not to mention like in terms of like support, even like your investment suites and all this. I think it's amazing.
Among so many agencies, and I want to be part of the champion, part of the so-called the leaders in the markets, and so that's why I choose PropNex. Then of course that's where I understand Ismail. I felt our CEO changed a lot, very compassionate towards his people, and he hearts for his agents. Then also Kelvin as well, and I think that really give me the kind of sense like, hey, I think this is the leaders I want to follow.
I think for myself, my story is a little bit different because I was in PropNex for about almost 5 years. I left and I came back. So I left, I think the people were nice. The next agency that I joined, the people were really good. I love that they were really like helpful people. But there's one thing that I found out that was missing for me personally. It was the difference in the mindset and also that unity in terms of the culture wise. For a company to grow and for a team, for myself, my team to grow, I think as leaders, we value that unity very strongly. Because all the different leaders in the whole company, they cannot be pulling in different directions. It has to be the same direction together.
You said we're a team. One person struggles and we all struggle. One player triumphs, we all triumph, right?
And then another thing I think is the mindset and culture. Right? Because I feel that in PropNex, at least we have the culture of being champion, being winners. That winning culture is so strongly instilled into PropNex that everybody is singing the same song. We want the same outcome, and therefore we really think about how can we help each other out rather than put each other down. I think that's a very important part of the culture that makes me realize that, oh, that is exactly the thing that is missing. That I start to feel like, wow, without this, actually maybe it's harder for me to progress, not just for myself but for my team also.
Hey, do you think there will be work-life balance for being an agent? Being an agent, I think one thing that you need to master is to master time management. Agent, you still can have life. Yeah, it's not like every day work. I mean, every day you work, end of the month you become a platinum or super platinum. So what? But you like lose your family, you lose your kids. You don't have the bonding with your loved one. I feel that PropNex has this really culture like what Ceekay actually mentioned. I feel that the CEO is not so much like money driven. Yes, it's a winning driven, but winning not just only in our sales, but also winning in our life as well.
I think initially when I first joined the industry, I felt that this is an industry that has no work-life balance. Because I think people around me will always be telling me like, hey, if you want to succeed, you need to hustle. So I'm always 24/7 on my phone. And then even when I'm out with my family and stuff, I cannot find myself immersing in the environment with them. And I don't find myself enjoying this industry. But then I think now that I have come back full-time, right, I learned to take it easy. I make some changes. So this is where I start to see that yes, there can be work-life balance for agents, but you must really know when to draw a boundary. Like if you're out of your family, then don't touch your phone. Don't reply any message. Even like, you know, the clients text you, call you or anything, like unless it's super urgent, then I will attend to it. But if not, those kind of messages that can wait then usually I will only clear them at night after my day, my family is out.
If I look back at like work-life balance, I think there is two answers. Alright, basically it's the 2R. What are the 2R? The 2R is routine and rhythm. Right, when you have a routine and you have a rhythm, right, suddenly everything becomes a lot more easier. So for example, to me, it's like my routine now is every week, every Sunday, I will go back to my parents' place because I'm staying outside now. Friday, Saturdays, right? So, you know, with my own family, like with my kids, we will go out for dinner and whatnot. That's a non-negotiable. Then naturally, the family will also feel more balanced because I think the last thing we want is to make them feel like we are neglecting them because we want to make money.
If you heard a house is haunted, would you tell your client about it?
If I were to go by right, we don't have to say it.
Yeah, very
By right,
Yeah.
because this one is where unless the client asks. If the client asks, we definitely have to say it. But if they don't ask, actually according to the legal rights, we do not have to say it.
Yes.
Yeah, and this is what we call caveat emptor, buyers beware. Okay, so if the buyer feels something and they ask, we will definitely share. I think that's for me. This one we cannot escape from.
I think my answer same as CK. I probably wouldn't, as in I won't say unless asked. Because at the end of the day, today I'm representing my seller. At the end of the day, it's also making sure that my seller's interests are being taken care of.
But I think regarding this, right, it also depends because sometimes it's like the house got defects or whatnot. We always will tell the client, can you spend a bit of money to touch up or not? This kind is controllable ones. We can still ask them to touch up, whatever. Haunted, we cannot control that.
Okay, to medium.
Medium, we can ask the seller to chill, but maybe they tried many years. We also won't know. But I mean, we try our best, right? Whatever we can do, we do. But if let's say they really don't want to spend the money and touch up, then this one will be. If the client come and see, they also have eyes to see. Wow! Your own best strategies to close a deal. Tell us about it. Wow! You're digging for trade secrets.
How I close deals now is actually mainly to build rapport and trust from my clients. They will ask you for your advice. They will trust your recommendation. But of course, make sure you stick to it. You don't be like, oh, I want your trust, and you go and sell something that, you know, it doesn't fit them and doesn't suit whatever that they are looking for.
The strategy to close the deal is like, for closing or rather negotiation, right, is always like, pull yourself out. Don't be too emotions. Yeah, I mean, I do know some agents, they are, at a certain point in time, they want to fight a very best price, make your client, seller super happy. But sometimes you know that buyer and seller, they really want these products already. And all you need to do, just get the deal done.
For me, I would say that maybe I have a framework. Alright, I call it the 3C framework. Okay, actually it's 4C. Okay, why 4C framework? Okay, the 4 C's, right? The first is clarity. Okay, why clarity? I think it's important that for any client, right, we make them see very clearly why are they buying or why are they selling. Because the purpose is the most important. And then from there, then we show them more about the market and so on. I think that's what agents we always do. But the key important thing is to give them that certainty. Why? Because they are certain that today, it's not just about today is the right time to buy and sell, but today is that we are the right person that they need to follow. Right? So that gives them the certainty, and then they will have the confidence to then commit. And finally, the 4th C will come in, is to buy with CK. So that is my 4th C framework. Thank you for watching this episode.
Remember to subscribe.
Follow us on all our social media.
終於玩啦！
Oh, no miss call.
Thank you.
Yeah. Hey, we need to with you. 1, 2, 3.